CHUKS.
Hello guys, so welcome. We don't day for our live broadcast studio now. So one giving out the latest Arsenal news review. So what will be the trending news about Arsenal? We could just review and we'll see what's in the sub, and you can drop your own reactions to whichever news we analyze for the comment section, and I go highlight them. If you get any contrary opinion with the in-house pundits, make you put them in the comment section. I will put them on the screen. We'll treat them together. If they talk anything way you disagree with, let me know your own line for the comment section. I will highlight them. Then we will treat them. So now, so it will just be so. Welcome to the show. So I see some comments. I see Okechikwani, Baba the greet us, then Celestine, Awakbe, everybody at the see now. So like on the see now, nobody let me do for the studio. I'm here with Oga Jokal. So now we just there together. Oga Jokal, see this up now. Your voice is very low.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you now.
Okay. I say everything is fine. Good afternoon.
All right, confirm. All right, confirm. So our first news we will analyze today. Now be this Pepe will reject Leicester City to favor a move to Nice. Now, many points on the comments I talk say the guy for stay for Leicester because Leicester is in the EPL. Your coach will be Arteta and Edu Gaspar. The reason say they won't prepare you for the EPL. Why would you snub a Leicester who is in the EPL and choose an OG Nice in a faraway land? That's what they are saying. And at the same time, they say this guy, Leicester won't pay full salary and OG Nice won't pay half. Instead, in support OG Nice. So I don't know, what's your take on this news story?
Well, Pepe might have his reasons. Although, on our own side, sometimes we're going to talk about things where we say we don't know anything about the issue. We are the spectators. We just did the look. And now, we don't know the reason behind his decision. But one thing he must have a reason for that. I would have preferred him to play for Leicester City, where he'll be performing in every day, because EPL is very competitive. But I think, from my own perspective and opinion, I think he might be thinking, okay, if I go to play, I might not even have the game time. It might be the way I'm.
The same issue with Arsenal.
Exactly. You understand? So probably he didn't see his future there, and then he might be thinking, but if he go to OG Nice tomorrow, they might want to, buy him, and he believe he can do well there, and I believe he will do well. He will do well, just like waiting Babasato talk here today. That guy, if he go there now, go flourish, then he can become hot cake. So that is his decision. It's not our decision. He has his reasons before he took the decision. Okay, he want to play for OG Nice. He choose OG Nice over Leicester. That is his decision. It's not our decision. We are talking in our own, point of view. Why he is doing what he's doing, because he think OG Nice might be more beneficial for him, and than Leicester City.
All right, no one, Babasato, welcome to the show. So we don't do for our review show. So Babasato, what will we talk about now? This Pepe will reject Leicester City to go for OG Nice. Leicester even thought they go pay £140,000 per week salary. OG Nice say they go pay part of the salary and choose OG Nice. Now, before you go respond, look at this comment with Daniel Stock. Daniel say Pepe wants to go to a place where he will build his confidence back. That is the reason he opted for Nice. Don't forget, the only problem Pepe has is that he lacks confidence and needs to go get. Shane, if you get confidence for Leicester, what will be your take about this story?
First of all, good afternoon, Sir CHUKS, and good afternoon, Oga Jokal, and all Arsenal fans as well. The truth is that not be saying not get confidence, but But the guy they look where go for the play regularly. Maybe if he say maybe Leicester City might get person where they compete with and we not go feel really they start like the way Arsenal be. But he look at Genius, maybe probably Genius get more space for him to build himself again, just like the way the commentator talk just now, to build himself against Africa, against the World Cup as well, against World Cup. But I said they qualify. Everybody want to go World Cup, So we go for the play week in and week out. So for Leicester City, maybe not fit to get an opportunity like that before he go build himself. And moreover now, may I even see Pepe now saying go day match rusty. First way not they play match for all this while. May you quick pick form between these few time where he remains. So I believe say know what is right and better for him. That's why I choose Odinis. Even when they even cut his money come down safe, he accepts than the person will even accept say we go to pay you fully. So probably he know what he's doing and he know what he's want. Not be small picking. So it's his decision, just like the way Ogajoka talk just now, making you enjoy.
All right, no while so Oga Steven talks say Pepe has lost so much confidence on himself. He will feel at home in France and play like a king and develop more. Let's not blame him. At the same time, Oga Roland Sunday come to talk say we no go blame the guy now. Now the guy know if life in England favor him. For I don't want to see the guy for Arsenal again. Even self speaking of this Pepe, Oga Joka, see now this guy gets 2 years left on his contract. Now we are sending him out on loan with no option to buy, no obligation to buy. Now, are we expecting to bring him back into the fold? Does that make sense? With the people we are buying. Don't forget, say we want to buy Jeremy Pino or somebody. Are we expecting to still bring this guy back into the fold?
One thing in life is that we cannot say never. They say never say never. You understand? Because Pepe is a good player, no doubt. The thing we say, the guy is quite unfortunate for him. He didn't flourish. Why? During his campaign, at Arsenal, doesn't mean that he cannot flourish any other place. And mind you that the guy he still have some age by his side, So Pepe is a good player. I believe, like yesterday when we talk about this issue, we talk about what if the guy go there and flourish? It's going to be a credit to Arsenal, no doubt. Either to play for Arsenal or to help Arsenal to cash big. You understand? So two things are involved. I prefer that OG needs. You know why? Because he will get the playing time there. He will get that playing time. But I don't see that playing time in Leicester City. He's going to compete with some people in Leicester City. But which I would have loved him to go there. That is if he will get the playing time. But he will not get that play. But you see that OG needs. That guy will flourish very well there because that was the league where we bought him from. And now he's not performing very well. That does not necessarily mean that he cannot perform well tomorrow. He will do well, and if he do well, definitely is a credit to Arsenal in two ways. Either they will give him a contract to cash big, or to sell him back to where he went on the loan for. You understand? And so that's the two things. So to me, it's a very good move, even though we don't know the outcome yet. Until the season will end, then we will see. But aside from that, good move.
But Masato, if Naibi Ateta, she go see put this guy back for your team.
Aside Ateta or no Ateta, let's be frankly truthful. Pepe no will come Arsenal again. Now waiting happen to Gandozi. That will happen last. Because the truth is that the humiliation is too much to Pepe now. So you don't go expect that person now to come back again. Like for example, not maybe Pepe is not good. Pepe is good. We expect too much from him too much because of the money we take buy him. That's why we can't feel say they do well. Because the money we take buy him, we buy him with the price of world-class player. And he not reach to that standard. Now we ain't standard the other 9 days, so we too hype him. It's just like what happened to to this guy where they Florentina where we want buy this attacker where can go Juventus, Vlahovic, you know. So the money and everything. Now, you see the year of Vlahovic again. No, so that's just it. We expect too much from him, and now you know if you use all the names where if be former team the way they shine there. One country contest strong EPL. So what we they expect from or what we see for informal place for Bayern, you know if he give us the result, and we forget that same thing and EPL not be the same. You understand? So I believe if we go Genius, he's not coming back. Not only Genius that he will even be dropped. That's what I told you yesterday. Say, Genius they made mistake in life. Either you buy player, you lose. Okay, look at this guy. Where Chelsea buy, where they draft. So we're not Lukaku. No, not be even Lukaku.
Timo
Werner. Not be the way Timo Werner they perform for Dutch league. Where they for Bayern cannot be come to happen here. But they don't care and they also take the risk and do one. So now so if it just like the same mistake where OD needs. If now me did this one on a product before, you people can see brought him up again. Look at Saliba, they hear for GLF TV this morning, where CHUKS they talk. How we say they say they want buy Marseille want buy Saliba with option of buy. You go for not even collect him now. The matter for the finish. The matter for not finish there. So the same thing. So I always say that you know you're still good now. Now why is still there? You're like nice now. We carry and go Roma, you go fucked up. Then return the thing, come back. You understand? So now so it be either you lose or you gain. But I'm seeing Pepe doing well because Pepe is good. Although say it doesn't perform to our standard, doesn't mean go look out for African Nations Cup and the little time when still they come. If you want, but only thing I don't like about it, they run leave ball. That is other things.
Yeah.
That's other things now. When you say we'll go settle down, go practice or else if you say he don't get us for Arsenal again. Because the way they take carry and come out, you know what I mean come back like that again. You need to improve on yourself by training, by idea, by discipline. You need to put yourself in order so that you can get the best of him and stay where he's coming from. Or may your day there, may not come back again. And what can I say with that one?
All right, no while now. Augustine we can talk say, and I believe Pepe want to settle in France and in lower league. Don't be surprised that people will not come back to Arsenal again. Good evening from Dubai. Baba, good evening. Ogumbe Koneton say, greetings, organizers. What is the topic? We are doing a news review. So we analyze many things. Then thank you, brother. Authority they talk say Pepe knows what he wants. Being in nice guarantees playing time. Now, what I just talking about playing time. Then Oga Kingsley calling say, I know he will flourish at nice. He's lazy. If not, he would have stayed in England and fight for his place. No good coach will tell a player that he has starting shares without fighting for it. True. Then Olayemi Baba Tokpe talk say the major reason for sending him online is to get more playing time to build his confidence level. So OGNIS will be an ideal place for him. So let me get one more comment. And Sylvester Davis talk say he has a huge chance of being bought by nice. Okay, be nice to that of Leicester. So I think that maybe the reason he chose nice within himself, I don't think he sees the possibility of making the Arsenal team. So Oga Joka, another topic I'm going to treat now. This topic of Newcastle. This Newcastle they give me nightmares when I see the kind of things they do. Newcastle have agreed a deal in principle to sign Real Sociedad Alexander Isak. Isak, once upon a time we were interested in signing him. But here many speculations. Arsenal want to sign Isak. The guy they idolize Henry. The guy is very tall and lanky. 60 million euros. The guy is in Newcastle like this. They do a medical. Is Newcastle a threat to our top 4 ambition? That's what I'm looking at.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, in England, all Premier League teams are a threat to top 4. Our business is to do our thing, get our players, the players that we want, that will, carry our project forward, and then we move forward. Newcastle, I've been looking at them. They are buying well. In future, they are going to be a very big threat. In fact, I remember before we talked about first, second, third, fourth in EPL. Now, after some time, Liverpool now come back, making it fifth. Then after some time, Tottenham joined the league. Now, when you talk about top six, it's no longer top four. So now I'm seeing Newcastle as the next top seven, where you go to play, you go to fight between top four and if you miss top four, so you're not going to miss like sixth or fifth position. I just did see that one coming because of Newcastle, unless maybe one big fish from the top six will slide, which we never know. Maybe it's Liverpool, because from the look of things, things is not going down well with Liverpool at all. First, they are going to have a very rough season this season. That one is already clear. Understand? So, based on that, I don't see all the teams in England as a weekly. All of them are top four contenders. All of them. But Newcastle is the one that is catching the eye because of the kind of buys. They are buying world class players. They are really buying world class players. So that Isak is a good player. He will do very, very well. But to me, I think he's an average striker that befits the status where he is going. Yes.
All right, no one. So okay.
I don't see him.
All right, okay, Joker.
So
all right, you don't see him as a threat.
Yeah, I don't see him as a threat.
All right, so Ogebeka don't join us for the show before we reach Ogebeka side. So, Baba Sato, what thing you did think about this Newcastle? These guys are the richest club in the world. Like play. They just they assemble some kind of players. They buy from some kind of clubs. You go think, say, when you look at lineup, they get mad squad depth. They know they're Europe. Now only EPL they fight for. Me, I'm seeing them getting a top 6 finish, because if I look at what they play Man City. Easy to play Man City like that. To show you say they don't strengthen gone. That's St. James Park. It's a fortress. When you look at Newcastle, what did they come your mind? Like, they feel the heat.
Not just a threat to Arsenal. It's a threat to from number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5 to number 6.
Confirm.
Newcastle not will enter top 7 this season. Whether they interview Guardiola after the match just finished, one word we talk. He say we were lucky we could have lost that match. Before, let me say, Almighty Guardiola can't confess with him mouth, use that word. He really know what happened. And at the end of the day, I might say, Newcastle lose guard. Now make them even feel recognized. If not so, they will not even recognize that match. Because when they say playing that game, they play Man City to the core where Man City self even frustrate, say they don't know what they happen. So Newcastle will even get more advantage than every other person like Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham. The reason is that they don't get much matches like this 4 people's when I call. So when they will play 1 or 2 games, they'll relax their players. That was the advantage Arsenal has last season. So
Yes.
That was the advantage. So we they get them to relax our player, may they not get injury. And last on second, now the advantage when Newcastle get now. And come to look the quality players where they get. Just like the way Arsenal they build. Now so that they build. Now what thing that they tell players where they come. Say, Baba, we they build. Just come here, come help us. You go get game time. That's the same thing. So, Baba, there be big threats. Now, I mean, they call Newcastle among the top 5 players for this season, for this Premier League. Because they has what it takes to be there. If they even meet Arsenal, meet Liverpool, meet Chelsea, there be threats to everybody. Everybody, they look at now. Every moment from now, even those pundits when they start to talk and now say Liverpool are threats to everybody, just like the way they put Arsenal now. So, Baba, there be big threats. There be big threats that people need to go and watch.
Very soon they will sack their coach if that guy no perform with all those kind of players. That one is very, very certain.
The one who get a world-class coach now.
Yeah, people like Conte now go the eye to go there. Mourinho,
yes, now.
They like already made clubs.
Yes, they'll go finish off. That's it. So there be They have what it is. They have the money. They have the player. They even have squad depth as well, where they'll come out this one. The other one where they can't afford
Mad
them.
one.
So everybody needs to buckle their shoe so that maybe they not come out there for the position where they're there now.
All right, no while now me I carry Newcastle for mind because now then cause us no go to top 4 last season. Now them, now their defeats, now just carry us go down because 2 matches to go. We're okay. As a knock us, we can't lose guard. So I carry them for mind. I they tell you, I'm ready for them gone. When they do the wait till they come. So away from this one, make I just check the comments. Say Idris should soon be dropped. So Baba Talk says, CHUKS, we have got the best deal this season. All we need to do is to get in the likes of Neto and Yuri Tillemans. Arsenal is a complete team. Then at the same time, Ajiboye Ni, they say good afternoon in the house. Then James Pentecost, they say we are the winner. So away from this now, Oga Juka, I'm going to talk about this thing with Dean Jones talk this morning. We about the talk say Arsenal is interested in signing Wilfred Zaha. See that they look Zaha side. Now, because people don't go, we have been linked to Zaha, Yeremy Pino, Pedro Neto. This Zaha, now news will be say every transfer window, it will come reoccurrence. Do we need a 29-year-old Zaha who is in top form, or should we be going for younger players like Yeremy Pino and Pedro Neto? Who should we sign? Oga Joka, let's go.
And can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now. Yes.
Okay. Zaha is a good player. And there was a time we needed him. But it's very, very unfortunate. Hello, can you hear me?
Successfully, carry on. We hear you.
Yeah. And it's quite unfortunate that we didn't get him when we wanted.
Aji.
You understand? It's quite unfortunate. That guy is a very good player. A one-man riot. That guy is a good player, no doubt. But when you look at what Arteta is doing, Arteta wants to have a team of the same age so that they will, grow together. Yeah. They will bond together because that's what helps teams to do very well. But even if maybe, let's say, Yeremy Pino or this other guy, Pedro
Neto.
Yeah. Even if their deal, the two of them, the deal no war. I go make Arsenal get that guy, at least for this season. Because we go need him more. That guy will carry us to the promised land, no doubt. Even though his age is 29 or something, he still have like 2 years or 3 years left for him to perform at his, best. Say sometimes if they look for something, and then right now in the market, you can understand that we don't have star players enough. We only have few of those players that you are looking up to. And then Zaha on his own is a star player. Okay. He's a very star player. It's just that the club he's playing for is just like maybe they look at it like an average club. You understand? If Arsenal can get that guy, I believe me, I will want him to come to Arsenal because he's going to deliver. He will not disappoint. And if that guy come to Arsenal, that guy go bench Saka. For real, that guy go bench Saka. Saka go learn work from him. You understand? So, for me, if those two deals, like Yeremy Pino, Pedro Neto, if these two deals flops, make Arsenal collect that guy, it's not going to be a bad business, at least for one or two seasons. And we are done with him.
All right. Another thing, see, before I come to Baba Sato, Oga Joka, don't forget, say, Zaha no dey play Saka wingo. Zaha dey play Martinelli wing. So me, I'm looking at like we are buying the square around.
Okay, now that's what.
No, you can say something about your car with the year United.
Okay. Now I see if that guy know they play Saka wing, he's not our priority right now. Although in the case of maybe injury or stuff like that, we don't trust Keren Tierney. You understand? Because he's an injury prone. If they get that guy as a number 3 in that position, it's not a bad idea. But if that is the case, I don't see him as a priority signing. They should just go for Yeremy Pino or Pedro Neto, because that's what we need. We need a substitute on that right wing for now. So I don't see Arsenal going for Zaha when we have these positions to strengthen, like central midfield and that right wing, to get a Saka, a competitor, somebody who will push him, or somebody who will push, so that there will be a competition in that wing side. So Zaha, I don't see him as a priority right now. I think it might be, just the news on the papers. So we don't need Zaha right now, because that position is already taken by two people, Zinchenko and Kieran Tierney. But if Arteta see the need and bring him in, it's still okay, because I know he will deliver.
All right, Babasato, what do you think about this Zaha matter? Why did they mention him again? Do we really need this guy? Even though another person they come from that position, they call they mention another person when they play another position. Do we need this person?
If you ask me with 100%, yes. Zaha na player where everybody, say, when they even say 29 years, this Zaha look like 29 years. Is he not still doing what even 23, 24 cannot do? When it comes to some football, then when they get old, you can't get your full time, you can't enjoy your football, you can't day fun. Like Ruben was in Chelsea. He didn't perform, he didn't do anything. But in his old age, when he go buyer, he done damages. What about this Zaha? You forget that this Zaha was once a former U player. He didn't do anything. Who knows Zaha for Man U? Before they even sell and go Crystal Palace. You understand? Then now he pick up. What am I trying to say? That one are their priceless assets. They're not going to sell. Crystal Palace not going to ever sell out. So I just going to say it's not as if they release them, we go back, but they're not going to sell out.
I know.
Imagine you want to go tell me now, which you think say this Arsenal former coach where they coach there now.
Emery. Okay, Vieira.
Vieira, I'm talking about Vieira, their coach. You're not going to release them. And if you say, because Zaha, they really play from the flank, which is from the left side. Do you remember say this Martinelli they play the same Saka wing? Have you not seen that sometimes?
Yes.
They do switch.
So he can easily replace Martinelli, and we're gonna use Martinelli for substitute for Saka. He can work. It's possible. He can work. Before they go for it, can work every year. It matter must come, but I know say he no go work. So now make me not even, because they're not go sell out. They not get the way they want to sell out for Arsenal. Not be this time where they even need them most now. No, they're not going to sell out. So when I just see the news, I only laugh fast. As I don't call and say as normal, because every year it matter must come to Arsenal. And I wait to yours be with that one. So
but Babasato, the reason say this is like an opportunity for him to join another big club, because in joining Manchester United, he no really favor him. He no really nothing to write home about. Like, this is not another opportunity. He's 29. To join a big club that is aspiring to be something in the EPL, final opportunity. And always, that's not fun.
Now what I say, so Zaha, they cry every day, say one come out. Did the club release her? Zaha don't cry, don't beg, don't do everything. That they still lie. You like paying for the king. Now be the highest paid there. Now be the all and all. You want them to say come out. If anytime we say one come out, they will increase the pay. Anything when they come to the tell us what you they fan, just tell us. But the truth is that what the guy they fan, the guy want me go with 1 or 2 trophies. He'll be like whether they laugh. Ken now. Say Ken as you big rich. Come on, don't win trophy as you big rich. They rich. What till you don't win? That's the same thing that is happened to Zaha. So now it's Zaha one go. If you call Zaha, no, go carry back, no. But will the club release
And he
him?
love Arsenal.
That's just it. Before Pescote say they support Arsenal, even the verse say na him they want back. Emire can't leave him, can't go back Pepe. Before Pescote talk those words, you suppose he's desperately to come and he has something to offer for the club. But his own team will not release him. Now your opportunity because he don't reach 29 now.
29 now.
You know,
It's
any
29.
men from now say if you can't get 30 now, they say they want sell him. But they don't go release him. He still get long contract with them. I think 2 or 3 years contract. And if they want to Arsenal come by money with the Arsenal not go near there. Because Arsenal go they look his age.
At all.
You understand? So it's not going to work, my brother. He's a good player that Arsenal really need, and we want him, and he could have bring treasure to the table. He could have he will bring up. Well, not two ways about it. So that's just it.
All right, Oga Joka, since already talk say Zaha now, it's not possible for us to buy him, so they will sell him. Now, between Pedro Neto and Yeremy Pino, if Naive Ateta now and Edu Gaspar, as they do meeting now, who you go feel recommend? Say, okay, let us go for this person. It will be an ideal replacement for Nicolas Pepe where they go Nice.
You know, say they said you get as they talk am. The devil you know is better than the angel you don't know.
Okay.
You know what thing can help Arsenal very well? We say as Arsenal they buy people where don't they used to the EPL. We don't know what in EPL is all about. So it helps Arsenal a lot. Because when you look at Manchester City now, you see that Haaland have not adapted fully to English football. The same thing with this guy.
Darwin Núñez.
Darwin Núñez, not even Darwin Núñez. The other guy where replaced Mane, not even worse pass.
Yes.
Luis Diaz,
because he never still gained that EPL, this thing.
But that guy they play, Baba Sato. That guy they play.
But you go fix and imitate when Mane did there.
Mane.
Now Mane be their problem now.
Yeah.
Because they are not comfortable.
They're not organized.
They're comfortable. Right. Not even not organized. They're not comfortable. So sorry for me to cut you short, brother. Carry on, Gajo.
All right. No wala. So now when you look at all these things now, you can see say we dey on advantage because these two people where we sign will be world class now for England. So if Arsenal between Yeremy Pino and Pedro Neto, I go one make they go for Pedro Neto.
Why?
Because number one, the guy is familiar with the league. He knows the intensity of the game they play in England. He knows, the rivals that goes between this club and this club. He has that fighting spirit. Wolves as a club use him and he performed very well at Wolves, even though they are average club. How much more when you now transcend to a bigger club with better players, he will do very, very well. There's no room for acclimatize. Yeah, to acclimatize. The moment he come in, he just fit in straight. So that's why I will choose him. Yeremy Pino is a good player, no doubt. But say, if he come Arsenal now, he go come they learn the English language to understand Arteta when Arteta is trying to, explain some information, give them some tactical information and all that. And then he will come to, make friends with the players and then to bond with them. Come they learn the culture of the club. Come they learn the culture of English football. Come they learn the rules and, a lot of things. So before the guy will acclimatize, man, people where one carry league don't go far. So we want somebody like where we say that person don't already understand English football. Just, draft him in and he will give you the result you want. So in that case, I will go for Pedro Neto. Yeah.
All right. Baba Sato, you don't hear what Oga Joka talk now, say now Pedro Neto. So for you now, if now you want to choose between Pedro Neto and Yeremi Pino, who you go for use to replace Pepe?
Neto. Neto, not ways about it. Neto. Additions in football matters a lot. Addition, that's one of the other things that affect Pepe. Pepe is a very good example. And the same thing is happening to Liverpool as well now. You know? So when you change club to another club, and even Wolf is not even a small club. You know, I was even reason say why Arsenal don't even go for this year player Tuare. That's another good option. Tuare is so very good, so skillful, so powerful. You know, although say Barcelona carry on for loan, they reject him. You know, they bring him back.
Tottenham must go for him back. That's Adama Traore.
Tuare, now they talk. That was other person even a reason because he's skillful, he has power, and he has speed. You understand? That's another person where people say go if you compete with Saka for that wing.
That guy there, like that guy will play Swan City that time. Wilfred.
Yeah, Wilfred Bony.
Yeah, Wilfred Bony. One of the best players will be say they're unfortunate in football. Like he's a very nice player, but
he doesn't have luck. Yeah,
exactly.
Football luck. Yeah.
So that's how Traore is.
Yeah, so I will say they should go for Neto. Neto is more better. So I know Oga Joka don't talk the most speciality. So maybe they all go for no need for addition or whatever. Only problem when I get for her now be that maybe injury pro stuff. But depends on will I say depends on the club or depends on the player. Why I say so be say when party day Atletico Madrid, we don't know that they get injury. You understand?
You know they get like the way when they get here.
You understand? So either too much player they cause or too much run
or the training style or the intensity of the league.
Yeah, the intensity of the league. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Say except only that injury. So Neto is so very good.
Let's not forget that Gabriel Martinez is also an injury prone. But you see that
Martinelli,
the physio where they manage that guy now, Sabi walk.
Yeah.
And the guy don't come out, the guy don't talk and say, if no be, I think that man, the physio have left us and he said, if no be that guy, say for the, then now come they cry, say in career don't they over. That say the guy can't help him. That kind of thing. So if Pedro Neto comes to Arsenal, you see that injury stuff. If you look at it very well, you see say the rate at which Arsenal players they collect injury before can reduce. I don't know whether you observe them. If not before, first, second game, you don't hear say this person get a knock, this person can't get this one. This in just first 3 games. So but right now, I think they have a good physio who look after these players, give them what they need after each game to get them fit, and again, their diet. I guess they are working on their diet too, because when you leave these players, they can go out, party all night, drink liquor, beer, do all kinds of stuff, then come back home in the morning just to train. Then after that, you think that the person will be prepared to play the next match. It doesn't make any sense. So right now, if Pedro Neto come, I don't think, even if he's an injury-prone player, Arsenal will manage that, because I know they know his history before they will be like, okay, let's go for him.
All right. No, so Daniel's not come as I call the drop comments. So Baba the Tosi Pedro Neto will be an ideal replacement. Why? Because he's tested and trusted in the EPL. He has played against the best teams and defenders in the EPL to be a superb buy. Then Henry doing the talk says, CHUKS, the matter be say, did Zaha really want to play for Arsenal? Yes. That's why they complain saying they never go buy Pepe. Then Ama Uche the talk say Pedro Neto is already EPL made player that will need other ones. Okay. Then Ali Mami the talk say Pedro Neto is the best replacement for Pepe. Then Chiles Bukai Jofale says CHUKS at the halo, Baba will see your hailing. Then Musa Bangura, they say Pepe chose Nice because he wants to be the player that he used to be before and compete for the World Cup. Now, you get one comment where I want to treat now. See these comments. Oga Joka, I will start with you. See these comments say Olayemi Baba talk about the drop. So Baba talk say Newcastle hasn't gotten to the level of making the top 4 or top 6. They still have a long way to go despite spending. Consistency matters a lot, and that is what they don't have. Do you agree with this statement?
No, I don't. Newcastle is a threat, a very big threat. We might be talking about they have the quality players to compete now, but the thing is, their manager, will he know how to use these players? There are some kind manager where we say you go there in Newcastle now, come carry them, come up here, come disturb everybody. Then Newcastle will become one formidable force. Where we say if you get match with Newcastle, you go come the para and say, make I not go there, go lose. That kind of thing. They have the players. I watched what they played last season against Arsenal. They played very well. They outplayed Arsenal, and not only Arsenal, all these big top 6 contenders. Newcastle really pepper them. And one thing I don't like about them at all is it's always during the ending of the season. They go come
end of season.
Yeah. Pepper people when need the point so much. That thing really bust my brain last year, honestly. So you can imagine right now with the kind of buys where they get now, they feel content. They feel try. This season they go try, but like I said earlier, Newcastle will try, but they will fail, and that is because their manager is not good enough. I'm sorry to say that. If it's somebody like Antonio Conte of Tottenham, you go use them warrior. Newcastle is stronger than Tottenham now. With the players Newcastle get now, they are stronger than Tottenham. So tell me why a good coach will not use Tottenham to contest. Is it possible now?
All right. No,
I don't agree with you.
All right, Baba Sato. You don't see these comments where Olayemi drop now. What you go reason about these comments? You suppose say Newcastle no fit cement of this.
I think Olayemi also. He get the right.
Yeah.
Olayemi get the right to have his view. His opinion, yes. He get it. Just like the way he see him, making see view and like that. Just like the way Oga Joka still see you, still they talking. So the truth is that for real, there be threats. Even last season where they never even reached like this, they feel see threatening us, come out us from where we supposed to. Talk let us say now where they can't recruit. So it's supposed to say there be threats. They not be threats. They feel play who they call Man City where I said and not go ever stand or any other people. Then you say they not be threats. Man City they sweat. They even get luck. Say they even see draw. Instead of what we they say Newcastle try. Say they see draw. Now Man City now we can't say he try. Say they even see draw. So the guys suppose Olayemi, you suppose see this word when I talk so. You understand? If you don't watch the match, you all go YouTube, go watch the highlights. So you will understand what people they try to the talk. Say those people they be big threats, not be even small one. And they still they recruit, so they never finish. Oh, I be not here they say they come again and Isaac.
Yes.
I be Isaac.
Yeah, so but I'm not convinced about Isaac.
So he's supposed to say they still they recruit. And even though say maybe anybody say they're not convinced about Isaac, but Isaac is not a small player. He's an average player that has potential that can, if he see opportunity, he can utilize it.
Now second
you understand? So anything is possible as well. Say those people did there, so they are buying. And moreover, don't forget as well, they are the highest owner now. And they get the highest manager where they manage them. So if they want to buy anybody, just like the way they want to go buy Isaac now, see they recruit. So you still know say they still get more fire where they see they high again now before 6 days or 7 days.
The Isaac self go there for bench too.
Yes, now they talk so. So when they see that squad depth, fear not let you not supposed to say those one are only threats. So Baba they be threats.
See,
Try go look am.
Baba Sato, make I even give you more information. Now they don't get 3 strikers. They get Wilson, will be first choice. They can get Wood, where they buy from Burnley, that big tall guy with a very giant. Wood.
Giant.
Yes, they get
giant.
Wood. Now they can't get Isaac.
Okay.
Hey, God.
So the guys supposed to say they be threat, big threat to all EPL. They not come play. Rather they come win something this season, or they need you at least. You know to be their target now. Let me just tell you, not even European Conference League, either Europa League.
Now Champions League, they won't go say.
No, I think they try to make Adeyemi the year. Now Adeyemi I see the total. You know this. Olayemi. Sorry, Olayemi. You know this time. So they make you understand. Say, now what did they call for? Be that one. Just like the way they pursue and so that they pursue her. You know. So that's it.
All right, Baba. Ogajoka, if you want to talk something.
Yes, this Newcastle where we they talk. Before I say some, before in the beginning of this show, I say something like, it don't they reach the time when they go fire their coach, because I know say that guy no go deliver with those players. The only thing where that guy go do now to cause problem for all the big C's where one go do something. You go come the terrorize and say you're not going anywhere. You go stay here with us. Make all of us they fight for this mid-table 10. You understand? So now waiting they go do right now. They get all the materials a club will need to contend for a title. But my question is, will the manager be able to use these players? That is the point. And that is to say, it don't reach to the point where we say, if you do anyhow, they go fire. Very, very, Even Arteta self. Arteta knows, say, with all these support and everything, if you don't deliver, they will show him the exit door. He know that too. So, any coach where they say their owners, they support them, they buy players, they buy. That player they're in a very hot seat, because if you know deliver, they will show you the exit door. So now the matter now they wait for Newcastle now, where we say they don't acquire all the world-class players, dump them for Newcastle. Then at the end of the day, they don't carry any trophy at all. No cup, no top 4, no top 6, nothing with all those big players. It will be a very big problem. But aside from that, they are a very big threat. Very big one.
All right, Baba Sato, I can start with you now. Okay, you want to talk something, I'll talk.
And you don't see the look, say, why you don't pick up one count?
Because
they will speak up because they beat one game.
No, wait. The reason we make me talk that one be saying,
okay.
We just forget that when they talk about Big 5 or Big 4, because they don't
follow now.
We don't even call them mention them. But you didn't know what really happened last week. You see, say that man fuck all the big player up. He plays them where they play, and he decided to say not care that may lose. But you need to be disciplined. So that one I see other people where we will see they look now and say, okay, let's look their second game again, how it goes. So Sachus, talk what you want to talk, I hear you.
Okay, see, I want to bring about this Lucas Paqueta matter. Lucas Paqueta waiting for Lyon. You don't say Arsenal, the reason say they won't sign him. But last we don't want to sign him. Now West Ham don't go offer 33 million pounds for him. That's about 40 million euros. Say they won't sign Lucas Paqueta. Now Lyon, they're willing to accept the deal. Now many pundits they say, since Lyon don't bring the price down, should Arsenal go and hijack this deal and bring in Lucas Paqueta, because our technical director Edu Gaspar don't come aside and say he really like the guy.
No, the truth is that not two ways about it. Paqueta is a very good player and now still Brazilian. You understand? So in with Edu Gaspar, another colleague will be Arsenal players, they will get bonds together. But do you think Arsenal really Arsenal really need it? Because say Edu say he like him. Is it the coach that say he like him? Or is it what they really want? So now Edu they show love. Arteta never come and say he need them. But if Arteta back and say he need that, they could have go. Just like going there go collect her from West Ham and it not make sense any longer because we don't feel say not be waiting we need again any longer. We don't move ahead because the time where we need that to show more interest. The only interest now just.
You sure say we don't need that guy? That guy good though.
It not be good. You know understand? Ateta not they go for now. I do. If you say now I do, they always they push. Based on now Brazilian, maybe go get other Brazilians them where they with there and they do himself now Brazilians. But if you see say Ateta really need that guy, just like the way Edu they talk on, you still say they go for more interest more than the way it is now. So we go for even offer them be himself. We go for even offer them. More yours is okay. More by yours offer them just like the way West Ham go offer. So then we'll consider their reaction. Just like the way Sachus will talk, he go say talk is cheap. Edu was just doing the talking. He was just doing the talking, but we are not doing the reality. So say okay, no, we really go for this guy. More give them most plant locust money. More give them like the same 34 million pounds or 40 million pounds for this guy. More take temps there that they not go release them. You understand? You like the way talk is cheap for this cinema. So have we really shown interest? Yeah. We hear they talk. Do you see any interest? So this is talk is cheap. So I believe say they not, they be a wanted list or important list. They just only they talk, not be waiting they want. So now waiting I see with that one. The guy is good. No two ways about it. I agree.
Oga Joka, what do you think about this Lucas Paqueta matter? Shemoko Ajaka and carry the guy come. And mind you, if we bring in Lucas Paqueta, that means we are no longer going for a Euro-Tillemans.
That's it. Now make me see try talk. That's it.
So now,
Oga Joka, what do you think?
Now, first of all, say Lucas Paqueta, he do say he want that guy to come to us now. He say he like him. He just admire the guy. He didn't say I want him. I want to buy. He said I like that guy as a player. So that is, it's just like now where Oga Babasato there now. I say, hey, Oga Babasato, how you see CHUKS now? Make we go for CHUKS. Then the all these monitoring agents, all these monitoring spirits, they kept all these
board directors.
Yeah,
the board
they will
directors.
come talk say, Oga CHUKS is interested in signing Babasato is interested in signing CHUKS because they are looking for opportunities to make a headline because those things they are making money. When you make a headline, people will be willing to buy your paper. You understand? So those things are rumors. There was never a time Edu say or Ateta say that they want to buy Paqueta.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been a priority long time before now on the list that they are going for Euro-Tillemans. And they went so far with Euro-Tillemans to
even to go and discuss terms and conditions. Yeah, terms.
That is what shows that they are very much interested in Euro-Tillemans. And I believe they want to sign that guy because they don't talk much about that guy because I believe that the deal is already done. They are just waiting at the right time, which is on the day the window is going to shut down. That guy will come to Arsenal. So if they are going to Lucas Paqueta, then of what need will it be for them to go to Euro-Tillemans? It makes no sense. So all those things are like Babasato just quote you say talk is cheap. All these people they are talking. It's talk. Arsenal, what about this person? It's an inquiry. That doesn't mean that Arsenal want to buy that person. They are making it. It's a market. Hey, how far? I want to see how do you see that guy? That's an inquiry. So, but the only person we know that Arsenal prioritize right now is Euro-Tillemans, not Lucas Paqueta. Even if West Ham won, let them go and buy him. What Ateta need is Euro-Tillemans. And me, I like that guy, Euro-Tillemans, because that guy is a good player and will bring quality to the Arsenal squad. It be like say, Baba choose your network they disturb.
My network just don't almost finish the show, Jack. very well. We've done the live for like 55 minutes, so don't treat today. So special thanks to Baba for joining the show and analyzing all issues. There's special thanks also to our audience, our community members, who they always turn up whenever they go live and engage with us. So we thank all of you now. And see, you want to money to buy data, make no scars. May God replenish in our pockets in Jesus' name and inshallah. So from me and the bye bye. All right now.
Baba, cheers. Have a nice day. And Baba Sato.